The third perspective. Third perspective.
What is he doing in here? The police man on supremacy. What the hell is he doing in here? Move your hand again, the store. Making a fortune behind the door. Cops ran in and did your land out. Brother, the ball, he began to shout. Run, Joe, run, Joe. Okay, the policeman at the door. Run, Joe, run, Joe. Okay, the man who won't let me go. Run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe. You know as fast as you can. Run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe. The police. Just when I understand my bail, don't want to see that this is right in jail. Ready to put my mind to this, but we know they want to find no never better. When you get home, you get it better. Call the doctor when you try your hand up. Ask your mama to get an online. You know you won't have to go to the hospital.
Joey, Joey. Joey. Oh, that, bro. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
You don't know about that, dog.
Nothing about that. What it do? It's just I, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own Rad, B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for you in that food. To the left of me, as usual, my podcast partners, Radical Rail, Jake. This is the Third Perspective podcast. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We're the social justice crisis, economic crisis, pandemic, under a president that's impeached. 48 more days to the next election. I'm black and I'm proud. What it do? What's been going on, player?
No.
Talk to me, young. What's going on, Jay? I know you got a lot going on here. What's up? What's up?
No, much been working, coming back, doing my thing. Trying to make this cheddar.
You know?
Christmas round the corner, my birthday round the corner.
Nigga said Christmas around the corner. Hey, where we at? September? No wrong. You get ready.
We don't. I don't do letaways no more.
You know? I pay that thing straight up.
Yeah.
What it do? Radical one?
Chilling. I ain't get to pre-order my PlayStation 5, but that's all good.
Yeah, me neither. I got onto the website and motherfucker kept crashing.
Really?
Too much traffic.
Yeah, you ain't getting that junk. You gonna probably get that junk in January.
But the stores fucked that up because they were supposed to open up the slots on the 17th. After the PlayStation people did the announcement at 1 o'clock, like 1 to 3, they opened up the shit like at 4.
Damn, y'all ain't gonna be able to get y'all game player.
I mean, I'm gonna get it eventually, but
I'm gonna get it, but not the first batch.
That joint a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was gamers, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like when the PlayStation 4 came out, when the 4 came out, I had waited for the. I had got the first batch, but I remember when the PS3, I waited for the second batch. But the second batch of the PS3 was like 7 months down the road.
Yeah, and plus Rabbit don't know you gotta let the first batch go, get all them bugs out of there.
You know
what I'm saying? Because the bugs be fucking the game up. All that gotta be done. Then they gotta drop fun games for you to buy it, Rabbit don't know nothing about all that though, you know what I'm saying? He just talking, Because you don't just get it when you ain't got no games out like the shit you already got for PS4.
You supposed to jump on that thing.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying, Doc?
That second wave come out.
Well, they got Madden and I was about to say live Madden and 2K, but the jump that I got intrigued was the Spider-Man joint.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna see what the Spider-Man joint look like.
Spider-Man joint.
Yeah. First of all, most of them ain't backwards compatible, so that's already that's a big fuck up right there. Now you gotta rebuy the game. That shit gonna blow people.
Or do that PlayStation Now shit and stream it.
Man, money is money, though.
Man, trying to get back in the game, bro. I be dogging y'all, though.
Nah, you ain't got time for that, though. I barely got time for it, dog. I miss being young.
Original game.
It still be some games I still want to play, like NBA Street.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you can download them at like the stores and stuff. They bring it back out.
I got the emulators.
Yeah, that's me too. I be all up on it. When I found out the emulator, that was a ball game after that.
What's the emulator?
It's emulation and it's ROMs. What you do is you put the emulation on. Like I got a laptop, so you can put it on your tablet too, and that's your system. And you put the ROMs in it, and then the ROMs got the games. So like, I got some arcade joints, like back in the day joint, like WWF WrestleFest.
WrestleFest?
Yeah.
That's old as fuck.
Like X-Men. I got the X-Men. I got the Simpsons.
Yeah, X-Men, that's my shit.
The Ninja Turtles.
You don't know about the Ninja Turtles, dog. Start that, dog.
I even got the Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
God damn.
That joke came out in '88.
Yeah, that was.
That's a minute ago, dog.
Hell, you don't know nothing about that. At all.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that be downloading our podcast, though. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify. Wherever you get your podcast at, we appreciate it a whole lot. 4,300 downloads. So we appreciate each and every one of those downloads. all the countries, Haiti, wherever they come from, Puerto Rico, appreciate you too. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Texas. You leading the pack right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Texas, Dallas, Texas. Everybody download this podcast in Dallas. Appreciate you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? From third perspective. You know? You got, don't forget, man, you got download. I mean, not download. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow, like, you know. Then you be in the winning and the chance for anything on the website, Holland Crafts. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Real let you know what that's about.
You know? Yeah, so we're doing a special promotion. We teamed up with Holland Crafts, and yeah, if you follow Third Perspective Podcast, which you're currently watching, also Real Gaming 82 on TwitchTV.com, you know, and of course Real Media on YouTube, then you get 3 chances at winning anything off the Holland Crafts website. But take you 3 seconds, click follow, and you know, that's it. 3 seconds out of your time being beep, beep, beep. You already
You know? You know? And then we get closer and closer to the 100 subscribers on YouTube, and we on fire. You see what I'm saying? The hottest chip in the world. You know?
Yeah,
Everybody always subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know? We see you too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on YouTube and everybody that download the podcast. Appreciate you a whole lot. You know? Young, I did not know what's they call her. I forgot the name they gave her. What is it? G? Big G or something? I ain't know she passed away. Supreme Court.
Oh, Dentorious RBG.
Toya's RBG, yeah.
Roof.
Yeah, it just happened today.
Yeah, it just happened today.
Yeah, so you know, if you had something that said breaking news, that we go bam, breaking news.
Some said bam, she passed away. I was like, shit.
That's not gonna be allegedly then, right?
Nah,
that's not allegedly. That's
not fake news on here, right?
Nah, we don't do fake news, dog.
Nah, we don't do.
That's Fox and shit, dog. We don't get down like that on Third Perspective Podcast.
Nah.
But yeah, I respect out to her for sure. But this is what I was talking about right here, dog. Right here. Guess who your president is? See what I mean? If you load up all the Supreme Court, all his clowns, that's all our generations right there. Our kids and everybody on stuff of that. That's some things people don't really pay attention to when it's time to fucking vote. They skip over all that other shit, the meaningful shit. You see, the president put people in these spots. You know what I'm saying? So whoever the president is, only one of them, they're going to put the Supreme Court in there. That's why she tried to stay alive as much long as she could. You know? But there's no way she going to make all the way through this whole. We surprised she made it this far. She been sick for a minute.
Yeah, she was sick for a long time.
She felt a good fight.
But she was trying her best to stay in the court because she know for a fact what's coming behind her gonna be an issue. You see what I'm saying?
And sure enough, it's about to be an issue.
I guarantee you, she would have retired in 2016 if Hillary Clinton would have won. She would not even be in the. She wouldn't even be in it. She would have left immediately. Only reason she stayed this long because Orange Demon won. So she had to stay there.
Pumpkin head.
You know? And then we got Biden. He's a. Hey, dog. Help me out on this.
Now, hey, we're gonna have to. I think we about to stop. I think we about to stop getting off on this case about his dryness, because he actually came alive early. What was it, yesterday? He actually came alive and said something. It was something that Trump said, of course, bashing him, and you know.
Look. Before he started, the Orange Demon started. He ain't no politics, right? But he knew one thing: he just be straight far all the way to the right. He can get enough people to follow him with that, right? But now he literally doing politics now. See, after you do a job for a certain amount of time, you get good at it. When it's motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You can't help it. You've been there 4 years, right? And you always tell when the president done got comfortable, when they start smacking on the side of the podium, when they talking. Y'all ain't noticed that shit? Once they get comfortable, they start smacking the side and shit and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that when they first start. The first 2 years. But the third, fourth year, watch the Orange Demon when he talk. He start smacking the side of the joint. You know what I'm saying? Obama used
Shit, he was doing that before, right when he was coming in. That's just how he is. He rude.
but it's a sign of being comfortable now. You see what I'm saying? Obama used to do that shit. Clinton used to do it too. It's like when they say something, they tap the side of the podium. You know, like
Sends a signal like "shut the fuck up" or something.
they don't do this. It's like a sign they comfortable up here now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as politics, okay, this the route he going. Now I already told y'all what I think they should be doing. Right? They're not doing that. So I don't know what they're doing. You got him. You got Biden doing something, and Shorty. I don't know. You got the Orange Demon. This is how he's setting this up. All right. Pay attention to this politics right here. He set it up first. He gonna put Biden in the camp with Sanders, right? He gonna try to say they're the same. They all the same. Both of them the same kind of Democrat. That's the first thing he gonna do, right? Then he gonna hit him on the head with he ain't even there. His mind not there. You know what I'm saying? We about the same age, but look at me. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. So then you're looking at his physical appearance all the time, man. You feel me? See, this part of politics people don't pay attention to. And you think he dumb as fuck, but he not. So now people will start looking at Biden kind of different as time go on to see if he lively. If he when he comes to the Pope, you know what I'm saying? Is he stuttering? He's fucking his words up. You know what I'm saying? So once he starts stuttering, fucking up something, or not remembering something, he's gonna fall into the trap of the Orange Demon saying he ain't got it all. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, these are good angles. If he wasn't him, you know what I'm saying? But as a politician, these two angles he's taking is good angles to cripple the Democrat. That's Biden, easy. Because if he come out there looking like he do sometimes, real tired and mumbling on words and shit, not good. Because it's already set up so you ain't got no sense. You ain't got your mind together. You just following what they telling you. The Sanders crowd is what he's trying to say now. He not in control. They controlling him. He mentally not dead. I guarantee you, he pound that mentally not dead shit all the way to the end. I guarantee you. Guarantee you, because it's two ways of attack that's hard to, especially with Biden, man. He's the worst politician in the world to even have doing this shit. He's terrible. It's like
And these fools, man, they keep bringing them up. This is the shit I be talking. I'm just reading about something. Said that Trump said a few months ago that wearing a mask is compared to slavery.
What?
And this dude Barr said if Biden becomes president, then slavery coming back. I'm gonna be honest with you.
it's gonna get nasty, though.
It's gonna get nasty. It's already there.
No.
It ain't as bad as it's gonna be, but it's starting already.
Ain't Kamala yet. They gonna start hitting her a little bit. They ain't heard nothing from that yet.
Nope.
They probably got treasure trove full of shit for her. Once they start rolling that, we ain't heard none of that yet. But we already heard what he gonna start with Biden at. And those two things, my personal opinion, is perfect as politicians. That's a perfect attack he uses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
what slavery.
What y'all think? I'm talking about the Orange Demon.
Yeah, I'm saying, they keep saying stupid shit like this, that, and third, and slavery. I mean,
no, I'm talking about as far as the election is concerned. Him running against Biden, the two prongs of attack that he used. As far as he ain't got no sense, he not there. One thing,
he's just throwing anything right now. He's just throwing anything out there to see,
It's a debate almost 2 weeks from now, dog. So here you hearing what he gonna say. Soon you're gonna see a commercial or something of him probably stuttering or something, some shit like that from the campaign. Watch what I tell you, dog. I see where he going with this shit. So what they gotta do right now, as far as the Democrat Biden and Harris gotta do, they gotta get out here and be functional. He can't be stuttering and standing behind the podium like that no more. You gotta get on the bike or something like Clinton used to do. Ride down, you know what I'm saying? Do shit like that. You can't. No, don't fall into this trap of you ain't got no sense and you ain't there, son. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a killer joint. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I think that's gonna hurt. What you think, right, Real?
Yeah, I think they try and paint a picture for him, but like you said, it's Democrats to paint a picture for Trump as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, y'all gotta be tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they gotta paint their picture as well, and he gotta stick to the plan.
But they not doing it, or are they doing it, as far as you're concerned?
I ain't really seen it. I ain't seen Camilla doing her part either. You know, she need to be, like you say, be more proactive as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, they losing me, dog. Which I don't know. Jay, you seen something we ain't see?
Well, at work, you know, I be doing my driving shit, so you got the radio on. They be having like these little ads for Biden and African American coalitions, um, things of that nature. So they deeply rooted with the black voters. They got a problem with that. They also mentioned about protesters, which is not only, you know, black crowd, it's mixed crowd. So they had that thrown in there. And equal rights was thrown around in these ads. And the way he's talking on these ads is like he don't sound dry like he normally do when he just talks to you like you know, yeah, he don't talk. And then Kamala Harris, she's on some of these ads too. They ain't on TV. I've been hearing them on the radio, but they got these ads on the radio.
So far, everything they're doing, you good with so far the strategy they take.
Well, the thing about their strategy is it's still a conservative approach. If they get a little bit more aggressive, then yeah, because you got Trump. Trump was doing these rallies all 4 years of his camp.
You never stop.
And it's not really, the rallies that we think it is. It's more like, America with 3Ks rallies.
You got to think about rallies are things that rally your vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these rallies is to rile people up to hate other people. They hate black folks.
The point of a rally, though, is to rile up your voters to go out and vote.
Yeah.
So if he's doing it all 4 years, he never stopped engaging with everybody that voted for him. So Democrats have just started because they wasn't running for nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that alone, they sets them behind because he constantly been talking to them for the last 4 years. He always been campaigning. He never stopped.
Well, most of it was campaigning, I can't say, but it was mostly like he go up there and he be spitting these rhetorics, meaning, he go to these states. It don't even be blue states. It be these red mark states like fucking Kentucky or some shit. And he be spitting out these little build this border wall shit and keep the Mexicans and all this and all that.
That's my point. He keeping them engaged all the 4 years. That's my point right there.
Right.
So they never lost the sight of what they've been mad about the whole time. So now when it's time to vote, that anger is easy to put off their ass. They're easy to bring it out of. Because they already been talking to him all this time. That's why I say I just need them to get aggressive because it's no time to be playing around. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make it
That's
hard.
what I'm saying. They need to be. That's exactly what I'm saying. They need to be aggressive.
You can't make it hard for people to vote for you, dog. You just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the time for it. You can't. Like, for example, Shorty passed away, another Supreme Court. Now, if he win this next joint, he can fill the whole joint up. He literally gonna fill the whole joint up himself. All 9 of them will be his. That is crazy. You can't reverse that now. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Those some things you can't reverse.
Yeah, you can't reverse that. Because once you got all members of the Supreme Court, then they playing around with this damn ballot shit,
You talking about Boo the Orange Fool doing real estate, ran for president just for the fuck of it, done filled up our Supreme Court for the next 50, 60 years. That's what just happened to America. They ain't about to go back to his cushy life in the millionaire world, not giving a fuck about who in the Supreme Court. Ain't that some shit?
But then the ballot, then you got another issue. You got the ballot issue.
It's gonna be a clusterfuck, yo. This is gonna be
Okay, so here's the thing with the ballot thing.
crazy.
Again, they said that when you get your ballot, it's gonna be filled with. You'll think it's junk mail because it's filled with Trump propaganda inside the envelope, inside your ballot envelope,
Damn.
and then in between it is gonna be your ballot. So you gonna look at the shit and be like, man, I ain't fucking with this goddamn Trump. You gonna rip that motherfucker up and throw it in the trash. But that's what they're encouraging people to do. That's why they starting sending shit with his face and all his propaganda. So your best bet is go up, get your ass up, and go to the polls. Stand in line, whatever.
My
Bring your
nigga,
phone,
my
your
nigga,
power bank.
my nigga. That's crazy. We would do this shit by mail. It's gonna be a cluster. We can forget.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely be president again.
But then Trump will not only Trump will be president. You'll have a red Senate. You'll have a red House. You'll have a red fucking Supreme Court, and then we'll be back where we started from when we was slaves.
Not a good future for us.
Nah, you might as well say, hey, let me pick this spot right here and pick cotton at.
That's why I'm so black. You know what I'm saying? That I turn on my own. You see what I'm saying? Like the Killer Mikes and all that shit. Like I turn on you quick. But if you one of them motherfuckers like Herschel Walker and all that, it's nothing we can do for them. You know what I'm saying?
They already deeply rooted in that bullshit.
They're gonna vote for him, yeah. You can argue and debate him, Candace Owens, and all these clowns. You can debate with them all you want. They still gonna vote for this fool. You see what I'm saying? So those kind you can't do anything with as black people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. But the Killer Mike and the Kaepernick, the Ice Cube, those people are the ones gotta say, hey, I'm voting. And everybody listen to me right now, I'm voting for whoever, Biden, for sure. If you're playing some fiddle with that, that's gonna be a problem with me too. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get up and make it clear that I'm voting for this person here. I need anybody that follows me and like me to do the same, like you did last time and fuck the election up. Vote for Jill Stein and the old man Sanders like food. You see what I'm saying? So you need to apologize for that mistake anyway.
Yeah, Kaepernick said he didn't vote in
He ain't
2016.
vote at all. That's why I don't fuck with him. See, Grail don't understand that part. I don't fuck with him because he didn't vote. He said he'll vote. So fuck you. What are you doing then? You're not making no sense. That's why. He literally said I'm not voting. Like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't making no sense. Everything you've done is just obsolete to me. You're not making no sense no more.
Really, dog. Really. We're doing this again.
That's what happens. That's my point. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. That's why I eat my own, nigga. Don't play. Straight black. Anything's fussy, I eat. Quick. You know what I'm saying? You get up there like Cube did last time, talking about, oh, they both, I don't know, both from one of the billionaire and one nigga. No fuzziness here. Don't do that. To me, that's bullshit. I mean, you think about voting for the racist? That's a thought process for you, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, racist gonna get him money back.
Flip side, you can't talk black issues to me. After that. You know, dog?
Who is you, dog? Why I can't talk black
You
issues?
talking to me, don't get on the screen talking you anything black issues, you know, because you ain't making no sense no more. You voted for racist. Fuck out of here. You know? I don't know if y'all seen you got something to say, Jay, before we roll up on that
No, I'm good.
radical one?
Nah.
You know? Man, y'all see now I like this now. Patty Bell and Gladys Knight joint.
Nah.
Y'all ain't see that verse?
Yeah. I ain't
I
even watched the
seen part of
verse.
it.
Now, in
I
my
was
mind,
in there making peach cobbler.
when they first did the verses, nigga said peach cobbler. Hey, when they first started the verses, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I never pictured Gladys Knight and Patty Bell. I don't know if y'all pictured that type thing going on in verses.
Nah.
Right? Jay, you thought about that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This type of verses, any type of verses is for the culture. And then the funniest thing about it, they doing it for free. Ain't like they getting paid for this shit. They just having fun with this shit.
Well, that's not true because you bring in more shine back to your art
The,
you already created.
the aftermath is money, yeah.
Yeah, you gonna get some money.
You start getting streams on your shit that was dead before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start getting people looking on your Facebooks and all that shit that was dead before. You know what I'm saying? You're live now. People want you on their podcast and shit like that now. You're on BET, you're all over the place just because of the verses.
Yep.
Well, that's like how they did Monica and Brandy.
Yeah,
They
restart.
kept having them on guests and radio shows and shit. So yeah.
But like I said, I ain't picture this shit at the beginning. No, Patty Bell and Gladys Knight. But I had a crush on Gladys Knight when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? That was my lady there. Gladys Knight.
He's on
She
that.
had a full haircut like that and all that. That was the shit. She was the shit, man. You know? But I never thought of them too. Ever. So seeing that, I like that shit, man. It was like looking at that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the culture you see in our grandmas. You know what I'm saying? That's them grandmas right there in the black culture. You know what I'm saying? Patty Bell still humming. You know what I'm saying? That shit like that, dog. And they in their 70s, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now she making them patty pies.
You know? They scare me because they ain't had no mask on in their 70s and shit, but that's all right.
Who they buy is gonna fuck with her.
They was humming though, man, for their age. You know what I'm saying? So that I like. You know what I'm saying? You start making me start thinking about other people now. Shit like, okay, now we doing something. You know what I'm saying? That I like.
Like Tina Turner and Cher.
Oh man, they don't.
Cher has some hits, and she been out like that long too.
Tina Turner though.
I'm talking about some. Oh, this is old.
And she white as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Radical One.
Yeah, I don't know either, but okay.
You know?
I'm just throwing out some names and shit.
I can tell.
I like that shit though. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit. You get to hear them. But that's why you hear them when you're growing up. Especially Patty, man. Good God Almighty, boy, she like that's singing. When the shit start popping on your head like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, somebody singing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what the fuck?
They ain't using no machines, no auto tune, none of that shit.
Yeah, I ain't even had that in years. I ain't had that while I'm sitting with somebody singing and get those. I never started that now. I ain't had that in a long time. I used to get that all the time, Patty. Get on that joint and blow them joints. I'd be like, oh God, you know what I'm saying? She is singing, man. How we get the word singing? You know? That's my girl, Patty, man. Last night, Pet used to be the shit. You know what I'm saying? They was shit too.
Yeah, I know. You was on the midnight train in Georgia.
Let's believe that, man. Let's love her. Her like, she be on Apollo and all that shit. Following her, man. You on her with the short joint.
Yeah.
That was before you know, the rest of them came with the short joints and shit, like Tony Braxton and all that shit. There. She originated that shit. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Tony Braxton, that's my girl when she started cutting her joint short. She was like that. You know what I'm saying? That Gladys cut.
Glass cut.
You know what I'm
That's what you
saying? Now?
call it.
Yeah,
What
that's
you
the
call
Gladys
it.
cut.
That's that glass cut. That's what's up.
Y'all probably ain't know nothing about them. That's why.
No, I knew, but I also thought they were retired. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, they retired. They still kicking though a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
They're still kicking.
You know.
Like I said, I like that shit though. But y'all name some other joints like we think about last week that would be nice. Who was that? I was trying to think what that was all week. It was something that we saw. Yeah, that would be nice. Was it motherfucker? Who was that?
Who was that? You said something about Chris Brown and somebody
It was Chris Brown and
and
somebody.
Usher.
Oh yeah, it was Chris Brown, Usher, right? It was some girls though. Chris Brown, Usher.
Two girls. Well, as far as rapping,
I think they were singing.
Nita Baker and Sade.
That was you that said that. I remember that.
Hmm.
Damn, who was that? Oh, that'd be nice. It wasn't Tony Braxton.
Oh, Mary J. Blige and Tony Braxton.
Murder, bro. Yeah, and Tony Braxton. Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, that and motherfucking Chris Brown and Usher. But like I said, Usher probably don't do it because he in Las Vegas now. Shit. You know what I'm
Who?
saying?
He got to get it how he live, dog.
He got one of the residencies over there. You know what
Oh,
I'm
he
saying?
doing Las Vegas shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that means just he at the end of his rope.
Nah, just
You can get a pretty penny doing that shit now.
I'm about to say, yeah, you just
But you might be at the end though. It's like your last bag. Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that is crazy when you think about it. Well, I ain't know if y'all know her, right? I know y'all know.
Yeah,
No,
that was supposed to be my baby, but I heard she she married the dude that she got released.
Yeah.
I was
hey,
like, what?
Man, she got out of jail. All the people that don't know. She took off from the WNBA to help pursue the case on Main Man that was in jail. I think he was in jail for no reason from the beginning. And she got him out. I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, matter of fact.
yeah,
And he got out, he was free. And then they got engaged to get married.
that's what's up. She had to go to jail, find her a real one.
Ain't that something?
They already married.
They got married?
Yeah.
Dang.
He served 22 years in jail. This nigga probably about 50 years old.
Mm.
That's my dog right there. Appreciate you. She took time out from the WNBA, dog. Just left it to help a nigga get out of jail. Ain't that some shit?
Yep.
So you go down there as one of my black heroes. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's on a black hero car. For sure. Damn, I ain't expecting to get murdered. God damn.
Yeah, that hit me. That hit me from left field too. I was like, what the fuck?
Man, it was suave with her. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That Rico Suave came out, dog.
You know? He got suave-ish.
Sharing that man loyalty, trust. The fact that she can't got me out of jail, that's me forever, dog.
Not only that, all the time they spent talking and shit. Like in the
That part
room,
too. Yeah,
preparing for that shit.
he was throwing some flirts out there.
So I'm gonna show the joint now. It's two officers in Georgia, right? They jumping on a little main man. From his kids, from his wife screaming. You know, I don't know if y'all heard about it. Y'all heard about this?
Nah.
Jay,
He said, what happened?
you heard about this? In Georgia, with two cops beat up black dude, he snatched him out the car, beat him up in front of the kids.
Yeah, that's an everyday thing now.
Nah, he was resisting. That's what they always like to say.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing though. It became the new normal. What once became the new normal was mass shootings with white people.
And this
Now
one,
it's this shit.
we got suspended, one got suspended, one got fired. They was beating. One thing about in Georgia, that mayor down there not playing. So once any of this shit happened, they would be gone, man.
Keisha Bottoms.
Yes.
I wanted her to be vice president.
She's not playing with it. Nah, she caught that corona. Her and her husband got that shit.
Dang.
Yeah, he did.
You stop hearing about her for the vice presidency. No place will put it. Let's see what we're talking about. Oh shit!
You hear the kids in the background?
Yeah, they right there.
Get a handcuff on this hand over here.
Damn.
Oh, he was locked up.
Okay, so he on the ground. You on top of him. Why we doing anything else besides putting cuffs on him or bracelets or whatever they doing? That's it, right? You detained him, right? So what is up with the fucking me up? I'm lost. I'm just trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? He detained, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah,
They
like
beating
was
them
saying.
up like they handed that all the way wrong. I'm trying to understand that shit too. That shit's fucked up.
Like, what's the point of that, yeah?
He over there stealing them. The other guy got his arm across his throat. Kids yelling in the background. It didn't look good. It didn't look good at all.
How can you as a cop justify that? Talking about he biting me. You on top of me. Nigga, I'm already detained. Like, what we doing here? So you just
And
want
if
me
he
not to defend
did,
myself? Just to sit there and eat these shots you giving me?
yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you go, like, if I could justify the fact that if he going to bite him, cause you over there fucking him straight, fucking him up. You ain't arresting him.
And then he said I can't breathe. After that, shit should get real now. I can't breathe now, dog. Alright, you done got your licks in. Alright, it's time to get the fuck up off.
It should get real. You got kids right there screaming like fuck, like
Man, I don't give a fuck about that, man.
this thing. Once you start jumping on somebody, it's a grown man, first of all. The head of a household, you got his wife and his fucking kids right there. You expect him to just lay there and let you just beat his fucking head in the ground. You see what I'm saying?
It's not happening.
That's not. Come on, man. Like,
It's not happening.
he's
That's the
in my hand.
that falls in the category of Castile up in Minnesota. Remember he got shot and his daughter was in the back seat.
Oh yeah. Like
So now you got kids. Now you risking kids' lives
I don't
for
get
your
it.
stupidity, for your blatant stupidity.
Exactly. First of all, okay, it's two of y'all on it, right? It shouldn't be no scuffling no more.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the scuffling coming from?
I don't get it. Even if it's hard to get his hands around the back or something, everything y'all doing, the punching and elbow, I don't know what that's for. You're on his stomach too when you're on your back. So it ain't like he can throw punches at you. He completely done. You got people on the way. You got cops on the way. you should relax and wait for them to come. If y'all can't handle it, it's two of y'all can't handle it. You feel me? But to start beating the nigga in front of his wife, kids, don't make any sense, at all. Now, I like when Shorty, she fires them quick, so she quick with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You had to. I mean, there's no way around that.
I don't like it. It waits to the camera because everybody see it for them to start firing people. I know they already seen this shit. You feel me? By the time it gets on TV, I know you already seen this before. So when we see it, now you fire people, I don't like that. That'd be that bullshit. But you still fire. Other states, they start hiding evidence and all that. That's why you need that rule in the George Floyd bill so that the government is automatically in it. Once anything involving the cop, FBI there. There's no questions asked, no talk about shit with you. We taking over this. You feel me? They don't do that right now. You let these little small counties start hiding evidence, hiding people, scaring people, and doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Before you even get there. Because it's under their jurisdiction. There's no law that the FBI takes over every case like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think anything they have police involved, immediately, you got to put the FBI on it. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me of a movie, Mississippi Burning. They had to send the FBI from Washington and Mississippi because the two white boys, they was riding, they was activists for Martin Luther King in them back in the day. And what they did was the police and some people from the town took them, killed them, put them in the ditch, left them there. It was like in the 60s. Somewhere in the 60s or 50 something.
But that will require people to want to end white supremacy and really get this shit under control. And the people in power, no matter who it is, Democrat, Republican, it really is not a total issue for them. Like, they'll throw a bone out there, but they not going to eradicate that shit. Like, your man Hoover saw that the Black Panthers was going to really could unite us, so they put an end to it. They didn't even want to take the chance to it. So, black unity is a problem, but white supremacy ain't. That's
Yeah,
how
it
they see
is.
it. It don't matter to nobody, no president, none before, none to come after. They don't see it that way, and most Americans don't either. Cause you gotta think, most Americans don't care. I see that now. You know, the more you get into depth with it, the more you just realize it. They don't care. That shit don't affect them.
That's what I say. When we want the president to win, first of all, like Biden, just talking about our issues is not going to win it for him because it doesn't phase most Americans. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got sympathetic to that issue, but it ain't nothing that drives them to the poll. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that they just might. They don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for them like that. It's like, oh, they heard about, if they see it, it's like, that's that. Why does it happen? This should happen. They should change a bill or something. They want that to happen. But as far as anything more than that it ain't much for them. You know what I'm saying? This is our issue. You know what I'm saying? This is an issue we got to put on the front of the burner and shit ourselves. Because, well, it's on the front burner. We got a woman of color in the joint, but we need her to talk about this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's my point with her. So we just got, first of all, like you said, the unity versus the
white supremacy.
White supremacy. So many different angles they got. Shit. And, you know, we got shit on the internet. They got little symbols on the internet. People don't even know that's racist symbol. You know what I'm saying? So some of the shit you see on Twitter and all that shit be racist shit, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You literal racist. It be racist. Like it's a little frog that they use as a symbol. I don't know if y'all seen this on Twitter. It's like a little frog, and it's a racist symbol. It's their symbol for racism and shit, for the white supremacists. But if you see it, you don't think of racism if you see a little frog. You see what I'm saying?
No.
But it's their symbol. They know it when they see it. You feel me?
But you also got that other part of the Americans where they just don't plain up. They just straight up and down on like Trump.
Yeah, they don't. But he, at the end of the day, for them. So whether they believe how he go about it, they ain't gonna fight to overthrow him. Cause at the end, he them. He ain't he the rich part of them, but he them nonetheless. And that's why they go behind him. They see Biden trying to help minorities out. They can't deal with that. So that's wrong to them because they want only their issues solved. See, Rabbit on there bring that up. That's the whole point. They only want their issues. They don't want to hear about nobody else's issues but their own. You bring their issues up, they poor. You know what I'm saying? They're poor. Okay. Poverty is poverty. They don't live as well, or they health issues, and this is for his main base, the country folk down in Arkansas, Texas, Mississippi. All you know what I'm saying? Them who when he spit that rhetoric, that's who it's for. The average one that lives up north, Minnesota and all that, they in between. They like where they live in, but he bases that people down there who's struggling, and they need a reason for why they struggling. And the reason why they struggling is somebody taking their jobs. But the whole time the jobs are there, they just don't want to do them.
And they on welfare.
Yeah, not just they just don't want to work. Some of them don't, or don't not qualified to work.
It's definitely more white people on welfare than black people, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not addressed, but that's all you hear is, oh, black women want to sit home and be on welfare. That's not true. The majority of it is not even us. All these, that's why I tell you, you saying all programs are good, it can't be. Because if you modify something for everybody, we're not even getting the use out of it. It's going to get to them more the use out of it than we ever going to get the use out of it. But they making it, painting it that we're using it the most, but the whole time we're not even using it. We're using it a small percentage of compared to them. And that's my whole point. That's why I say something's got to be African American label. It got to have that on there. You know, that's fucked up to say that, but if it don't, then they going to come in. Just like the small business loans. It's for small businesses, but they consider the Lakers small business. Man, how is that even possible? I mean, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. That's how they abuse it. Okay, yeah,
you know who else took a lot of that money too, right? The Trump Hotel down the street.
Oh yeah.
I think they took like 50 million of that shit.
He been milking them since the beginning.
That's why he in there.
Milking
He using our tax dollars.
Milk.
And everybody know that's all his whole plan was, just to milk it. Be good. That's all he did was come in, milk it, settle some old scores, throw some old debts in motherfuckers' face. That's what he did.
Then when he come out, I bet you they ain't gonna come after him.
Why? Most previous motherfuckers, they leave alone. Even when Nixon did all that dirt, they let him alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't even fuck with him after that. He went on to live the rest of his life till he died.
Yeah, that he did.
But it's just hypocrisy behind it. That's why I be trying to tell you, it's the system in itself, yeah. And everybody keeps saying, yeah, you can't change the system, you gotta replace it with something. It gotta be something more mutual for the people. They say this shit for the people, but it's not. Because it's controlled by people who are not the people, put it like that. They ain't struggling. They struggle days over with. And that's why they want to keep it the way it is. And yeah, black people struggle just as much, but there's a lot of white people that struggle as well. And Hispanic and all that. There's some poor people out there that live in mobile homes and ran down, just like the ghetto. They got the trailer parks. They should be the ones with us too, but they don't. Because not just him, Bush did it before him, and other Bush did it too, and Reagan. They painted us as we're the ones doing it. And I'm like, no, it ain't just the Hispanics and the blacks. It's your own people higher up doing it. And like you say, it's like some people you can't reach. They feel with so much hate that they blind to see that they being manipulated as well. You know, because they got good hearts. Like if you don't know they're racist, like you go to a basketball, football game with you, them be the ones that buy you band shit and chill, want to have fun. But them the same motherfuckers that go to the Klan rally, or white supremacist thing. And that's my whole point, you know? They got good hearts, they just misguided. And they try and tell us we're misguided. We're nowhere near misguided. I see the truth. The country is built to make the people at the top money. and they keep passing it down. And I don't know how many I gotta tell people. Rich is rich. Wealthy is a whole different thing. It's a motherfucking mosquito in here.
That's for sure. That's one thing my grandma always told me. Juanita Jones. She always told me, you don't have to be rich to be wealthy in life. You see what I'm saying? One thing she always stressed people. It ain't about bread. You know?
It really ain't. But the underlying issue is they never gonna admit that it's wrong, that they're using it. They just keep feeding them more hate. And they keep eating this shit up until it's going to be a boiling point. And you can feel it. It's like the country is just almost dead. It only take one real catastrophic thing, and then it's like the motherfucking boiling pot of noodles. Then that shit is boiling over.
You know?
Cause you can feel it, dog. He didn't did this so bad. He got normal people just looking at other motherfuckers like, man, we can't stand you. And it was never that bad. It was bad, but even in the 60s, they still love these motherfuckers. You get sprayed with power hoses and dog shit on you. You know what I'm saying? King had these motherfuckers believing they still good. But now, I just don't see it. I was like, I guess we evolved as people, because it's like, nah, young. Like I tell you, ain't no gray line. You keep telling me there's a gray line. There is none. If you're not in it to help to fix this wrongness, then you're a part of the problem. Just like you say, if you don't vote, you're a part of the problem. You can't say don't vote, but then the same people that do vote ain't really trying to help solve the problem. So it's the double-edged sword. And that's what Colin Kaepernick and all them are trying to tell you that. You saying, okay, vote. We playing a part of this whole grand scheme of we're part of the system. Now it's the system turn to do their job. But when it comes to that, the system don't do their job. They pass their job to the next administration and the next administration, or find a loophole. Or if somebody does make any progress, the next generation, administration after that, gonna undo what that person did. So I'm like, we fighting a losing battle. And I'm like, okay, so why keep doing something that's making you insane? That's where we at right now. We're doing the same shit we've been doing since we got the right to vote, which is fucked up as well. Now we playing this system. We don't get shit out of it. We helping you get in the office, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Yeah, we want something in return for it. Yeah, it should be something directly towards African Americans. It has to be. Well, anything, and here her favorite line, well, anything I do is good for all people. The fuck we can't, it's not about all people right now. Everybody can acknowledge that we've been fucked. This is what I don't get. Everybody acknowledges it. Everybody always say that. Yeah, African Americans got a raw deal. Now when it comes time to fix that problem, to help us catch up, because you fuck with it so long, it's going to take a minute for us to catch up. That's where the issue come in at. And that's where my anger come from. That's my anger, my frustration, and my distrust in the whole system. We all know it's a problem. Like I know, this hypothetically, like, yeah, we know you got diabetes. We all know you got diabetes. Now it's time to help you with your diabetes. Now it's a problem. Nobody want to help. Nobody want to fix what they help break. They just pass the buck. Well, y'all need to do it yourself. All right, we do it ourselves. You come and you fuck with it. You find a way to fuck with it. It's some law, it's some bill, or if that don't work, you just say fuck it, burn it down. Take my tiki torch and go torch the whole motherfucking city. Come on, man. And it gotta frustrate everybody, dog. And I be hearing that a lot too, because I've been talking to a lot of people. The more people read on what really be happening, and that's what I know, a lot of our people really ain't educated as we think we are. You know, our grandmother and them read and knew our history, because most of them, they ain't had shit else to do, but we got internet, games. And I thought I was squirrel culture too. Some of this shit I didn't even know.
Shit,
like, damn,
our
dog.
grandmothers lived it.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, dog, hold up, man. This ain't right, young. So they telling you couldn't do that. No, hold up. And then that just make me even angrier. I'm like, so we all know it's a problem, but we ain't gonna fix this problem. And that's how I see Democrats. That's the real reason how I see Democrats. They know it's a problem. They'll say, oh yeah, we know it's a great problem. This inequality with African Americans and minorities and all that crap. But when it comes time to fix it, they drag their feet just as much as Republicans do. They infight. They don't make backdoor deals like they would if it was something major. You know what I'm saying? Towers got hit. They went to war the next week. Americans been slaves for a minute. It was injustice. They ain't put no law in place to fix that shit quickly. That shit took time. Even when they freed us, we had to still work one more free session. They still had to get a little bit of free money before they let us free. But that don't anger you as a people out here. I'm just saying, just think about that. You free, but you ain't free to June 19th. We want one more season of free motherfucking money. Not the money we gonna, all right, y'all worked this last season, we gonna go ahead and give y'all half of this money so y'all had something to start with when we let y'all go. None of that. They ain't thinking none of that, huh? So you free, but everybody who own anything out there is white. So who else you gonna work for? Come on, Rabbit. Make it make sense, Rabbit. These are your predecessor presidents.
You work for Jeff Bezos, and then you have to wind up getting paid. Then you take your money and you give it to his best friend.
All right, man. The world messed up, man. And the world don't want to fix it. And I think, like, too much profit comes out of misfortune. And that's a problem in the world. And I ain't never get it. You know what I'm saying? I was capitalist too, like, yo, you make your money, you make your money. But now I understand it now. As you get older, you start to see shit for what it is. The world profits off of misfortune, yeah? And if you that nigga that, how they say, eat or be eaten, if you the motherfucking sheep, they don't give a fuck. The world don't care. You know? So they want the whole world to be wolves, but I'm like, how that's gonna work? The wolves gotta eat something. The wild wolves gonna have to eat a wolf.
Pretty much.
And that's how the world lives, you know? Some of this shit, why are we even discussing it? Like, we know police brutality is just out, it's rampant. Why we gotta discuss it in the House or Senate? What's the point of it? We seen it, we witnessed it, everybody has. What's the point of the discussion? To make y'all look visible? And then to take a break, even though not finishing it. So we ain't gonna finish out what we started out to do. Whether we're gonna pass or deny the bill. We just gonna leave it there, take a little hiatus. You probably take the hiatus to go back to your district to see how they feel about the bill. They ain't doing none of that shit. They sitting in the motherfucking house. Eating porterhouse steak. You know what I'm saying? All people talk about they vegan and shit. Them niggas ain't vegan. They be eating meat like a motherfucker. Grass-fed steak. That real shit. You could taste the beef. You gotta eat shopper's brain. Shit is a total difference, dog. I'm telling you, you ever eat a steak from Whole Foods, then eat a steak from another motherfucking place, you gonna be like, damn, hold up, dog. This shit ain't, but you gonna really taste the difference, dog.
I did that with macaroni and cheese. That macaroni and cheese be banging like shit. Then you eat it somewhere else.
What macaroni and cheese?
They got the organic macaroni and cheese from Happo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That joint good as shit, though.
Mom got to get macaroni. That Mackie cat. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Nah, that shit gonna kill you, dog.
No. Mom's got to take the Mackie cat. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
That shit gonna kill you, dog. But yeah, they don't want to fix none of that shit, man. This shit is a cycle. Ever since this country was founded, and they bringing that shit from Europe. The same shit they do over here, the same shit they do in Europe. I'm just keep telling you, dog, you gotta really research this shit, dog. I'm telling you, the more you research it, you're gonna see, young.
The history of this shit, right? They was under a rule in Europe. They came over here because they didn't want to be told what to do. Okay. We feel the same way, don't we? But we got forced our asses over here. Y'all make us do what y'all want to do.
Nah, when they came, they sent they rapists, they murderers, they cleared their jails out. Told them niggas come over here, and this is their country now. You know what I'm saying? They got to pay them taxes. They cleared everything because they was overpopulated. When they had the plague and all that other shit over there. So they sent them over here. They worst people, the rapists, the scoundrels, all they had locked up, and all the people they didn't want over there, and they sent them over here. With a few of they wealthy, like, yo, if you go over here, you can make some real money. And then when they separated, because they didn't want to keep paying taxes. A lot of people who came over here. They went back over there and left the scoundrels here, and that's what the America is, nothing but scoundrels, crooks, thieves,
So they came over here.
miscreants.
They came over here and stole the Indians' land,
Yeah,
raped the Indians,
you know, it had to be a heartless motherfucker.
killed
just to-
them.
Yeah, they said they worst people over here.
That's the Radical Rail moment right there.
You know,
Yeah.
killed them motherfuckers. Get them niggas motherfucking typhoid, Trail of Tears, and they couldn't beat them without the French.
But what about the macaroni and cheese and Carolina chicken? You like that shit? Carolina chicken.
Nah,
I know, yeah, that joint.
it's garbage, dog.
And it's all soupy and shit. Like, ew, yeah.
You said what?
Carolina Kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't eat that.
Nah,
At all, none of it.
No, I don't eat Carolina Kitchen.
it's been a minute since they did.
The only,
Yeah.
I remember back in the day they used to have French's on 8th Street.
Who?
French's.
Oh, French.
You remember French's? It
Yeah,
was
French.
right down the street from Horse Dick.
That was good food though.
Yeah, that shit was bomb.
Like just like man, DC got a lot of spots. Like I don't really Ben Chitty Bowl is good, but it ain't like that to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, dog, that's some average shit, dog. The way niggas used to hype that
Yeah.
joint up.
Yeah,
I was like, nigga, been an Indian, he don't know about no herbs and spices.
yeah. What's my man joint on what's the name of that joint? Keith and Son. You been in that joint?
Yeah. They alright food, but they give you so much of it.
Tell me about Keith and Son. Man. What you think about the food?
Oh, it is bare minimum, but they give you a lot of it.
Well, yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah, they should average, but they gonna give you a shit ton of it.
nigga, you not eating that. Yeah, nigga, we used to get. I mean, we used to Smith, we used to run around that joint.
Yeah.
Joint. Nigga, them big ass motherfucking eggs in the sandwich on that big ass sandwich, nigga.
Yeah, the sandwich you straight. You can punish that sandwich and ain't want anything else. Something wrong with
Yeah, that joint huge.
you.
Lip,
You know.
nigga. That's
Don't.
now. I ain't like the fish ain't really. I like fish and shit. Right? Fish one like that. I don't like macaroni and cheese and like the sweet potatoes be hitting like a
Everybody
mother.
can't cook. Everybody can't cook certain shit, dog.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah.
And also, when they're a good restaurant that can cook, they never stay open because motherfuckers don't go there.
Because they start slumping, yeah. Like
Yeah.
when you
They
get
be good in the beginning, then they start fucking up.
when you first go into a joint, they had that bet. Did that joint 6 months, everybody done relaxed, the shit done got dirty, ain't nothing like clean shit, nothing happened, you know what I'm saying? Old ass fish and shit.
Well, it become a business after a while. Everybody gotta make money.
Start getting crazy, yeah.
They start mixing. They start mixing up your food. You know, they cook one thing and then put something else on top of that. Like
Or
they fry your egg. They fry your egg and then put a sausage on
man,
it.
So you don't do that?
my
You
girl
in the
had
house?
no pork at all, nigga. You start slapping around sausages on her shit. Hello. Just slip. She ain't let me put nothing in the microwave with no pork in it, like nigga, because that shit be popping in there. They want that shit in there. You know? That shit be on her
Damn, dog. So you don't get pork chops, dog?
nigga. What you know? She don't even. Oh, she don't pork at all.
Yeah, me
Damn.
neither. After working at Smithfield,
No, you
that was it.
microwave that shit popping in the joint.
Damn, dog. You don't eat no good baked pork chop?
Man, you
Gravy on that shit with rice.
Nah, I don't either.
Huh?
After working at Smithfield, I was done.
Shit.
Man, stop playing, man.
I was done. I'm serious. I was done. I was like, man,
Now,
I couldn't eat that shit. I just got tired of seeing it and smelling it. I don't even want it no more.
Yeah, I couldn't eat no more ham, but everything
Yeah, I'm
else,
about to say, y'all tripping, dog. Y'all
everything else
tripping.
was grass, nigga.
You know you love swine, dog. You ain't a 2%er, Jay. I ain't know you was a 2%er.
Nah, I ain't fucking with them. I
Hey,
can't
dog.
fuck with.
The process of the meat is crazy. If you doing it, then you ain't gonna eat that shit.
Yeah, you is, dog. Everybody know how shit be made.
That shit is
Y'all
not
niggas
good.
know McDonald's hamburgers ain't hamburgers. Y'all still eat that
Uh-uh.
shit, so I don't want to hear that. I ain't
Nah,
bought
you're
you
not.
a couple times. Yeah, you eating that? That
Wait,
McChicken ain't real McChicken.
I love McDonald's. Don't do that.
Yeah, I
But
know. I'm just letting you know that McDouble ain't. It's called McDouble for a reason.
I don't eat the fish though. I don't eat like fish. The salad. The salad be hit. You know. You
Talking
know how to
about.
trade my French dressing. You know? Appreciate everybody tuning in right now. This third perspective podcast, right and real. Jay, you know I am. Brad B.I.D. Jones. There's radically in there for you. You know what we do every week. You got something to say before we leave? Before we switch up? Jay?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. So what we do every week, right? Go back in time, right? Look at rappers. I guess we add in R&B singers now and shit. Both. And go back into the history and the career when it first began. Now, last week, we did Ice Cube, right? How y'all think about that? What y'all think about the interview we did?
I remember seeing it when I was younger, but I ain't seen it in a minute.
I remember in my mind seeing it, yeah.
Cause you know cable was ready back then.
Yeah, we had District Cablevision.
I
But I
had
just
that.
like the way her interview technique too. I like that. She just ain't care. There wasn't no technique to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she was structured. She knew what she was going to ask. She was just going to ask it. That's point blank.
Yeah, some of those questions people would never ask.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be organic with that shit.
Exactly.
Deeply rooted. You go into the hood, interview that person where they from.
Exactly.
So you get the the authenticity of what you got going on. Now ain't nothing like authentic no more.
No, he got authentic. He was in a little room. They was in that joint about to play. What was that? Atari?
Yeah.
They about to play
Atari.
something about Nintendo. Nintendo.
They was about to play Tecmo Bowl
That's what I'm talking
or
about.
double dribble.
That made her start talking about, oh, y'all play games and all that stuff. That's all that something she ain't expect to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. But this week we're gonna go into which we do every week and go back in time with the rapper and
Man, I miss those good old days when rap was rap.
this week I want to do Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? Now I don't know if what y'all think, Jay Bone.
They was they had their own little creative style. They was original.
Yeah.
Everybody back in that time in the 90s and 80s was original.
See, like, did you listen to him at the time?
Yeah, I listened to them. East 99, BTN.
Stop. Stop.
I know when they very first came out, they had they had some little record company back in the day, like some little joint. Bone Enterprises is what it used to be called.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they had Bone Enterprises. That's when they was like actually 17, 16 and shit. Like they was young as shit.
Young. But they was like that though. Especially forgot his name. Most of them like
Crazy.
hold up, real. What you think? We ain't real yet. What you think, real?
Yeah, they was alright. I used to listen to them back in middle school.
You said middle school.
Yeah, it was middle
Yeah,
school.
that was the 90s. It was
Yeah, it was
90s
mid '90s. Yeah, that was middle
when they
school.
signed Ruthless Records. You know what I'm saying? They debuted it. That was Thuggish Ruggish Bones joint. Oh my god. Thuggish Ruggish Bones. That
That was your
joint.
shit. That was your show, dog.
Stop playing, man.
You're like Notorious Bone. What was that? They had Biggie on it.
I ain't like that now.
Why not?
I ain't like that. I don't think Biggie was alive when they made that.
Yeah, he was. I think he made it, and
Then they went and did one with Tupac.
I don't think they was alive.
I think
The
it was some
Thuggish
spur of the
Ruggish
moment
Bones
shit.
Crossroads. I used to fuck with that joint. That was my shit.
First of the month.
First of the month joint.
That was his joint, huh?
That was the anthem, matter of fact. Better go wake
Uh,
your ass up.
Come on.
And back in the times, it wasn't Ace Check Cash place. It was called Any Kind Check Cash place. That's where they used to store the food stamps at. They had the booklets.
Yeah. That's for y'all kind of,
That's
you know. All right.
back when your IDs was laminated.
This Bone Thugs Harmony, Rap City Basement. And you know, of course, Tigger there. You know what I'm saying?
T.I. girl.
The Bone Thugs and Harmony, Thug World Order, baby.
Just in case I pick up this rap, this thing won't be ever done with it. We're going back to tap, this shit go buck, get dead, keep it all up in your mouth, my sucker slugs like nuts, you run up on leather face, the consequences of be death. I cut up ya, and I stick it up in ya, cause you played yourself. You're feeling me, dog, the one that's out to get loose. They say I'm too slim, but I know I can win when I'm full of a fit for that juice, yeah.
Come on and break loose. I tell them now let me get psychological. Me and my apostle, some will call it gospel. It don't matter, it's for Aristotle's coming from the dome. That's G-A-2-G. I'll never be a clone. In my zone, got your mind blown. People get told what you want. Wanna talk, where the boss come, call, take a loss. If you think you in the sauce, call him William. That's Cleveland, still thugging and giving. I'm willing and we're stealing, and some people are killing, and others are dealing on St. Clair, but we are still chilling, and we're still together through the weather. Anyone better call it 76 September, never. Don't break up, make up. If you take us, y'all can't take us, wake us. We wasn't sleep, and the reaper keep me deep in my body, and we got them not John Gotti, but brothers that's on an African mission, where my posse give it up for the thug world order was going up. Gang signs bang on you what you want, but oh, don't say it. Oh, they won't play it, leave it alone with my dog, cause tomorrow is slaying. Hey, you lay up in this pants. Y'all heard what he said. We leaving them all, let it red. That little hustler, like.
Hit the album, you know what's really going on.
Give me something.
Okay. I'm dropping things in this bucket like it's full of water. You gotta get that new Bone Thugs and Harmony album for World Order. I order punch you in your eye. Big Tigger T.I. Do it till I die. It's Basement P.E.T. Check it how I do it now. Then y'all be screwing how. Big Tigger freestyle. Send your girl scream me, yeah. The Bone, you know how it goes. Send your ass home. Hold the microphone. It's crazy, lazy, with flexing busy. Is it? Big Tigger coming on through. We be back in a minute. Hey.
Rap City,
What? Oh, that was it. Oh.
You shaking your head. They don't look too good.
Hey, look, I had to, dog. What was my man doing,
The
yo?
radical one.
Co-founder of 15.
Oh, Busy Bone.
And I'm about to do a tight beat on
You
arcade.
talking about Busy
That was
Bone?
busy? Yeah, hey, yo, that nigga was smacked, dog. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just screaming, yo. I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? He was just screaming.
Oh my.
And then my man who went first, he had to come back in and say, hey, yo, go just get the album. Y'all see what we really talking about. Cause this shit here was whack. And they had to call Tigger in to save it, dog. That's how bad it got when they had to put Tigger on there, the freestyle.
But they interrupted Lazy though too. Lazy was just getting up to the mic and
know.
they cut him off.
I think Lazy ain't had no flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably didn't.
Lazy ain't had no flow.
Oh my god.
Oh, the first guy that came up there, that was Flesh and Bone.
Yeah, he's some garbage bone.
Nah, the first one was Crazy Bone. The second one was Busy Bone.
Oh, busy horrible.
The last one was Flesh. He tried to come in, but he fucked up.
Yeah. I'm
No,
about
that
to
was
say,
Lazy.
Lazy
Bone.
I
at
don't
the
know.
end.
The light skinned one, the one that was trying to come in, but they cut him off.
That one Flesh. All right. That was
Flesh
Lazy.
was like the one with the glasses or something. He always had glasses. That's the one that was in jail. It was 4 of them. It was 5 of them, but one of them went to jail, and that was Flesh and Bone. He the one that went to jail.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
That man. They gave
Huh?
I said they gave Tigger the Tigger got the most mics out of all of them.
And we ain't even hear. We ain't even hear where she was like, man, I ain't going up there.
Oh, I want to see the first one. Was.
Baby was like, I ain't going up there.
Yeah, that's Crazy Bone. The first one, or maybe not. You might be right. No, that's Crazy Bone.
He crazy, all right.
Crazy Bone usually had the best. Crazy and Lazy
Is that
usually
him?
have the best joints.
Who is? You might be
Yeah,
right.
that's Flesh.
Yeah, that's Flesh. Yeah, you right.
That's
he-
Flesh and Bone.
All right, so Crazy ain't rap then. See, every
He
time,
wasn't even up there.
every time one of the good rap like Outkast joint, what's his name wasn't it? Andre.
Andre wasn't there.
That joint was a disaster. All right, Jay, get these mics up. Already went. Real ain't go yet.
Nah.
No, Rev started off.
Yeah, so
So it was Flesh and Bone, then Busy Bone, then Lazy Bone.
all right. So first one, he get 2 mics. He started off good. He just didn't. I don't think he had the spirit for it. But my man, the second one, and this is the first time only, he gets no mics. Cause all I heard was screaming. I ain't hear not one bar, not one metaphor,
Busy Bone.
nothing. Yeah, he gets nothing, dog. It's a 0 for you, my man. You a 0. No mics, not even half a mic, none, 0. And then my man at the end, you get 1 mic because you got on there, and then you ran right back off. You're like, all right, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Big Tigger, you get 3 because you know you saved the day. I don't know what bar you was hitting some recycled shit, T.I., B.I., and T.I., Naya, and all that shit. But yeah, out of all for today's performance, you get 3.
Damn.
That nigga get a 0, man.
So yeah, 0, a 2, and a 3. Or was that a 1 and a 3?
Huh?
That
Tigger
was
get a 3.
Okay.
Out of Bone Thugs, I gave 2 out. The first nigga got 2. The
Okay.
second nigga got 0, and the last one got a 1.
0. Damn. Jay?
Let's see, we got 2. I wasn't really paying attention to Busy Bone.
Huh? He was the longest.
I know.
Yeah, and he was throwing me off. So like he was like, your mama put a phone with the dinner. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Crunk?
That man was gone, dog. He's a
Yeah, I think he was, but he was Jai. He was dipping his shit at that time anyway. Cause that was the time when he was missing shows and shit like that. He'd come up MIA and shit. So yeah, he was probably smacked. Not smacked with some weed though, probably, you know.
You give him how many, Mike?
I give him an E pill because he was high.
Don't tell me you give him no mics too, yeah.
Nah, I can't give him no mic.
You give Busy Bone no mic?
Yeah, I give him a 8 ball.
It's fucked up.
He was at that time he was missing shows and shit at that time.
Oh my.
So yeah, he was getting high.
Oh.
So I give him an 8 ball.
How about this?
Tigger get 3 mics.
Mm.
Wow. That's automatic. He gets 3 mics for belling everybody out.
Wow.
Lazy, I actually give him 2 mics until they cut his ass off. Like, what y'all cut him off for? He was about to dig into something,
You
and then
think
they just cut him off.
no? If you want to dig into something, ain't nobody gonna cut you off.
If you ain't, they gonna cut you off.
They ain't
But
gonna-
I know Lazy and Crazy usually be the best 2 out of the whole group.
They must be scared he's gonna fuck up.
There you go. Or-
Probably.
And probably
Or-
it's even worse than the other fuck ups that was before him.
Or he was just
Yeah, he couldn't be no worse than that.
Only you stopping him.
So hey, what was the point of you stopping? And Wishbone, he ain't even want to get on the bike.
Oh my god, dog.
It was like, who next? Who next?
So I gotta
He
give.
just standing there looking at him.
This was ridiculous. I give everybody 1 mic. Yeah, chicken 2 mics. It's ridiculous, yo. So,
oh man.
my man was too hyped. He just wasn't even on beat. He just screaming. I don't know what he was doing.
I know.
That's why I gave him.
Left, he caught the beat. It was way too late.
That's why I gave him an 8 ball. That's the first time ever he don't get no mics. He just get an 8 ball because he high.
He was drunk or he was just tripping.
Nah, he was high.
Fuck yeah.
That nigga was high.
And I gave my man Ticket 2.5 mics again.
Okay.
Because this was a disaster again. Every time one of the people that really rap not there, there's no rappers there for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They be exposed, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Another thing we noticed is Ticket rap better than most of these motherfuckers the last few weeks.
Yeah.
That ain't
He
good.
used to it. He used to it. Some of them ain't used to it. Some of them can write songs and make songs,
That ain't good.
but the freestyle on point, they can't do that shit.
Don't let that nigga burn you out. That was crazy. So everybody get 1 mic for me. That was complete unnecessary. Almost worse than the Outkast joint. Good. People say, man, my throat's sore right now. It's going down to 2. It's just over then, man. They would have had to let Main Man fuck up whatever he's about to do. But that was a disaster. I don't know why they let Busy Bone even do all that for that long. He wasn't even rapping.
At all.
He
Jeez.
was just up there. He was on that white girl.
He was on something.
That's exactly why I gave him an 8 ball. I ain't give him a mic. I gave him an 8 ball.
That's Busy Bone. I mean, that's Bone Thugs and Harmony. And this week, rap was rap.
Those good old days when rap was rap.
That was terrible. Dog, what happened to the Clippers, dog?
Huh? They ain't want to be there, dog. They let that shit go, man.
What happened?
Nah, they didn't want to be at the bubble. They wanted to go home early.
Yeah, they did.
But
Damn.
I told y'all it's like a different season. It's not the same no more. It's like
Yeah.
once you started over like that, it's not even the same team no more.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta get back gelled together and shit. They doing that in the middle of the season.
Yeah, and then Paul George was having depression and missing his family and all that shit. You can't win with niggas.
It
like
ain't
that.
the same game. Exactly.
Yeah. And they ain't care no more. You know, even the coach didn't even care. He was mad about racial injustice and all that. He wasn't focused on coaching. But Denver was.
That was another thing, yeah. He was crying sometimes in press conferences and shit.
Yeah, man. He was worried
Like,
about that shit.
Nobody emotionally was ready for this shit. Like the players wasn't mostly ready because they away from their family. You got coaches and everything, answer questions about social justice. She was off the hook.
Yeah, I
They ain't
can't
wanna be
say
there.
I can't say Doc Rivers is deeply rooted in the social justice, and I'm sure he doing shit in his community to show that he does care. 'Cause he wouldn't be sitting up there at podium be boo hooing like the way he be doing.
Yeah. That's why he was one of the people that surprised me that they even played his team. I thought his team would be the main one to be like, nope. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
they thought about it, and I think they changed their mind. Cause remember when they boycotted, they was ready to lead the jump with LeBron and them, but then they ain't do it. But I think that's when they was done with it.
That's why
I think a lot of teams are done with it.
I think mentally all the teams passed out. Like
Yeah.
they're not mentally dead. The only team that's mentally dead is the Lakers. They mentally playing back.
No, Miami is too.
Miami
That's about it. All the rest of them don't give a fuck. Cause I think,
and
man,
Boston not even all the way in there. Well, I'm gonna say some players are in there, some players are not. Like Marcus Smart, they say he had a episode in the locker room cussing players out and shit,
Yeah. Hey.
throwing chairs and shit.
motherfuckers didn't want to really do that shit. You could
Yeah,
tell
yeah, yeah.
they just went it along with it, just the two.
Just to go ahead and get it over with.
Yeah,
I think they
just to
pushed
get it
it.
over with. I think after that incident, Milwaukee checked out. Cause them niggas ain't win no more games after that incident.
Nah, they didn't.
I think they was done.
Oh,
That
but
shit.
then again, Giannis was gone in 2 games.
Yeah, that
Even
shit.
if he was there, it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm about to say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They was checked out.
That's why I said this ain't a regular season. Like
Yeah, I know.
this
They.
ain't the thing.
That nigga sprained his ankle.
Yeah, I think they just took a poll and be like, yo, LeBron gonna win it, dog. We gonna all let LeBron win, and we just done with the season. We can't not play it because then they gonna fuck our money up for next year.
Yeah.
So I think they just took a poll and be like, look, you cry nigga here, you can have it. We don't give a fuck.
They
I
just
don't know,
walk through.
Miami cared, but I just think they ain't good enough to beat them.
Yeah, where everybody else just going through the motions. Like hurry up,
Yeah.
get it over with.
You can see it in their face. Some people don't want to be there. They miss their families.
They know when you lose, you back with your family that fast.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know who was on with the Clippers team anyway? Lou Williams, Mr. Lemon Pepper,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Lemon Pepper Wings
Yeah, gotta get them lemon peppers, dog.
Lemon pepper wings.
Yeah.
from the strip club.
Them Jones torch, dog. What you talking about?
Oh man, disgusting.
Now that he out, he can go back to get some lemon pepper
Probably
wings.
on the way there too.
Shit.
Mhm.
Getting rid of Odell Beckham. You heard about that?
Yeah, they done with him. He don't shine no more. I think he just want to be one of them Instagram model ass niggas.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: for somebody that like to be shitted on, he did play like some shit.
He did.
Yeah, he kept dropping passes.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why they want to trade him. Like first game of the season, he dropped like 3 wide open passes, and Browns was like, "Damn, man, we gotta trade you."
Man, he was on some podcast and he started acting like, man, I ain't never do no shit. Nobody shit on me and shit. He said he ain't never do that before.
Yeah. Damn, you need to holler at old girl for putting your name out there like that. Cause
Yeah, she's not lying. You can
I'm
stop
about
that
to say, I'm about to say that's some wild
Yeah.
shit for a female to say out the blue.
and pick you. Like who you? Like why you? She pick you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a rap joint. She can pick a rapper. Like you pulled you out of the sky. Like you a sports motherfucker. She pulled you out. Just made that up. I'm like no, come on, bro. It's shit going on. Stop that.
Then you go out there in the football field and you play like some shit.
You think that fucked his game up, or he was already fucking up?
He was already fucked.
He was already fucking up.
Oh,
He's one of those dudes that need the fame. He need the light, but he don't know how to get the light. Put it like that. He doing dumb shit now. First it was always him in the jacuzzi with niggas coming up from under the water and shit. I mean, come on, man.
Oh yeah, the boat trip. Yeah, he always in the middle of something.
Yeah, that's just want to be fame. He just want to, like I said, he just live for the fame. I mean, he ain't made enough money. You know, you got 50 million. That should be good. Who the fuck blows 50 million? Unless you live in a lifestyle that.
trust me, them niggas blow that shit.
How the fuck do you do that? Stop buying Ferraris, man.
They definitely blow it.
Lease that shit, nigga.
That's why I say you can give me 50. You know what I'm saying?
You have to work so hard to get it, though. You ain't gonna blow it.
I flip that motherfucker quick.
Cause be me, I'm gonna bury $2 million somewhere. The IRS or whatever come take every dime I got. I'm gonna have me $2 million somewhere nobody don't know about. So I'm gonna be living.
Yeah, you can't. There's no way you can go back broke. You should be ever broke again. Trip. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
I'm gonna hire some money somewhere.
But the fucked up thing about it, his stock falls.
Oh,
So, because he been playing like some shit. He played like some shit last year.
The whole league gotta be talking about the shit on the chest shit.
Yeah, niggas. I ain't dapping you, man. Shit chest.
You know what I'm saying?
Call that nigga shit face. Shit face.
Funky ass self.
Odell shit Beckham Jr.
But the Browns was perfect for him. Browns. That was a good name for him. You know what I'm saying?
That was the Brown.
Yeah, the Doodoo Brown.
Doodoo Brown.
The
The third perspective, dog. That's Radical Real. Jay at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that tunes in and down, especially download. Man. Appreciate that a whole lot. We're on a mark to 5,000 downloads at a rapid pace. We appreciate that a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching right now on YouTube, subscribe. We got a 100 subscribe chip challenge. You know what I'm saying? Well, 100 subscriber challenge. If we get the 100 subscribers, we eat the hottest chip in the world live on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? So you can download our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get podcasts at, we there. You know what I'm saying? Download. We got a fresh episode up last week. We got an interview with a retired police officer. Check that out. Download that. You know what I'm saying? Radical Real. And if you download and subscribe to his channels, we get this popping. You know what I'm saying? Off the Highland Craft website. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Yeah. Yeah. Once again. Like, follow, subscribe. 3 seconds. That's all it takes. Subscribe to Third Perspective Podcast, which you're currently watching. Then shoot on over to Real Media. You know, it's one click. Real Media. On YouTube as well. And then go to twitchtv.com, RealGamer82, and hit that follow button. You know what I'm saying? 3 seconds out of your life. You know, enter in the sweepstakes.
You know? And once you enter the sweepstakes, you're going to run it for anything off the Highland Crafts website. You know
Anything.
Which is custom made t-shirts, mugs, anything you need that's custom made you can think of. You know? So you hit the website, take a look at the website, you know what I'm saying? After you subscribe, like, and follow, you know what I'm saying? Take a look at the website, you might be in the running. You let them know what you want in the pop. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the Third Perspective Podcast. We will catch you back here Monday. You know what I'm saying? Mondays and Wednesdays. Wednesday is an actual podcast night. You know what I'm saying? That podcast night will be on all platforms that you get podcasts at. That's our podcast Wednesdays. Monday will be here Monday. Catch us Monday. You know what I'm saying? Until then, Jay, you got something to say before we get out of here?
No, actually, I'm good.
Jay, good now.
Just y'all can just go out there and vote.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Real don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Real and wrestling Killer Mike don't want to hear that right now.
What you talking about, man? You want to be insane? You want to go insane? Keep doing what you always doing.
You know?
But when y'all do go vote, make sure you research your candidates first.
You
know your candidates, because they might be putting a dry one up your ass.
You know, like on what was that movie? He put that Poe LL put the joint up man ass.
In Too Deep. Exactly what it is. In Too Deep. Don't let these people put it in too deep in you.
You know, Third Perspective Podcast, 9-5ers and Hustlers Podcast. Catch you Monday.